Hi everyone, it's Julian from Media Cosmos. We're back for a new week of graphic novels, mangas, and comic books in the store for October 1st, 2025. So we've got some big old releases on September 30th and October 1st. It's kind of a weird week for us for billing cycle because there are 2 different months. So I technically don't have my invoices yet for the comic books. They're coming in tonight. So we can't even claim our damages yet. But that's all right. It is a massive week for graphic novels, as you saw our freight that arrived yesterday. There's a new freight on its way right now for next week's stuff, which is, I think, Ghost Rider Then He Catch 2. Yeah, and there's something else. Obviously, there's something else. I don't remember what. But if it's a freight, then there's a lot of books. But this week's books, we were able to cover every single pre-order, except for, there's a Two-Face trade paperback that oversold. But otherwise, all the Omnis, we have some extra stock available. We'll go through all of that in a minute. But as for comic books, it is a big week. We are now in the Age of Revelation. It is the Overture, and we'll go over all that right now. Overture, X-Men Age of Revelation. I assume Jed MacKay is writing this. Yes, Jed MacKay just Jed MacKay. So this is the X-Men one-shot. We're in X years into the future. So is it 10? Is it X? Who knows? So the Overture is the first one-shot, for the next 3 months of Age of Revelation, in the future, all the changes due to Apocalypse's son changing stuff. As much as I know, I have not been following. So that's the main cover. Fang Yang?
Artgerm.
Artgerm, all right, 2 Artgerms, and I assume this is the 125.
Yes.
Yeah, 125, which I reduced the price. Thank you so much. For the cover, $20 on it, and then facsimile of the original Spider-Boy, the one who's specifically been killed in the Spider-Verse. So the original Spider-Boy of the Amalgam universe, the one-shot of the character. So Marvel's doing facsimiles of this Amalgam. I assume the next Amalgam issue will be done by DC probably. The Wolverine Batman one. Yeah, that's what I would assume would be the next one to come out. So yeah, a couple of copies if you want the original story of Spider-Boy. Here it is. Who wrote this? I'm kind of curious who wrote. I have no idea who wrote the original story. Michelini? Timotheus? Peter David?
No, not Peter David.
Carcassel. Okay.
Superman fame.
Yeah. I guess because Superboy.
Yeah.
All right, so that's that. Anyways, next it's back to the Space Spider-Man. It's basically Spider-Man 13, still by Joe Kelly, and Pepe Larraz is doing as I mentioned, the Space Group. So feel the effects of Imperial. So direct tie into the Imperial storyline from John Hickman. Main cover, the Bermeo Visions cover, so it's really cool. And then this month for October, we're doing Muppets month because it's the 10th anniversary of the Muppets. So I have ordered extra copies of every Muppets covers. So Silver Surfer 4 was, I don't know which that's the exact issue, but the exception is where they face off against Thor. We've got that here. And then I assume this is a 125 cover.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably, right? Valerio Shitty, $15 for a 125. Eric Larson, who is not writing Savage Dragon and drawing and sketching and doing everything with Savage Dragon. He's so much not doing it that we've canceled 3 issues. But he's doing Spider-Man Noir because, I don't know, he likes a free paycheck from Marvel probably. I don't know. It's Spider-Man Noir. It's Nicolas Cage in costume. Let's go. So we've got the main cover here. I don't know who does this beautiful cover.
It's, what's his name?
David Mack. Yeah, it's David Mack. Obviously, I should notice that. This is the greatest cover ever. There's no debate about this. This is the greatest Frank Miller cover of all time.
No, it isn't.
It's not.
It's Eric Larson.
It's Eric Larson? It looks like
Eric Larson.
Oh, God. Oh, God, I'm so sorry.
That's what I said. It looks like Frank Miller.
Frank Miller, sure. I'm so sorry. The Andrea Sorrentini cover is a surprise cover. This is the 125 cover. It's actually going for a lot of money. $30 for this cover just because it's short printed. Very few stores ordered 25. Pre-orders were pretty good and subscriptions were pretty good on this title. So we went to at the last second, like at 125, and I have a 125 cover, so it's kind of popular. Yeah, I don't know if this would, even with a press, this would go to a 9.8. I could see it definitely being a 9.6 cover. If you get it graded. But yeah, great little cover for Spider-Man Noir.
Just don't read it.
Yeah, right. You've got the Aaron Larson cover instead to read. Very hard-boiled. All right. All new Venom is done. We're at Venom 250. We've renamed the series 4th time? 3rd time? No. We did 30 issues or 31 issues of Venom, then 10 issues of all new Venom. Now we're Venom 250 because we're back to legacy numbering, and we're continuing with the legacy numbering. So the next one is Venom 251 and then 252. 252 is key. Pick up 252 is pre-order them now. So 250, The Return of Null, because the movie was last year, so Return of Null. But I think it's also because there's going to be a Marvel Rivals tie-in for this. So I believe that's maybe the thing. All we have left is the main cover here, and then the Peach Momoko cover. It's quite popular. Every other cover is now gone. I didn't order all that much. I ordered 25 copies of Venom because yes, usually we order between 15 and 25 copies anyway. So for 250, I mean, it's a big number, but it's still a Return of Null. But we also have the first quote-unquote appearance of the Queen in Black. Not the King in Black, the Queen in Black. Read it to find out. Ultimate Universe, we've got 2 books here. All right, we've got Ultimate Wolverine number 10 and Ultimate X-Men number 20. Woo, very few copies of that left. Don't worry. This was supposed to end at 12. I heard it's being extended to 15 instead. And then Ultimate X-Men during the Ultimate Endgame might be paused and then restarted afterwards. That's to be seen. We're doing some DC. I guess I got an extra Pumpkin Spicy of the Poison Ivy cover. I'll be honest, all the Pumpkin Spicy covers were pretty cool, so I really like this one as well. I do not know Carl Kerschel, Gotham Academy first year. I have no idea, folks. I know it's a 6-issue miniseries, and I know it's a young adult title, but I believe it's like a prequel to the original Gotham Academy. I don't know.
Probably first appearances.
Maybe. Maybe, it's possible. We've got Detective Comics, the issue number 40, Facsimiles, the main and the foil. So this is the first original appearance of Clayface here. We were debating, this is fairly expensive, $6.99 for the regular cover. They clearly have raised the price by $1. Mm-hmm. This was always, no, I think it was back in $8.99. Anyways, they have certainly raised the prices on the facsimiles, but we're pretty sure, Mark and I, that they will do back these in Golden Age magazine format once the movie actually comes out.
For Batman.
Yeah, so people can collect them definitely for Batman. That makes sense, yeah. The Halloween issue for DC is DC's Satanic Panic. We've got the main cover here and the Reiko Tai cover. I don't know. This was definitely the most popular cover, and so we have extra copies of this. So this is the Halloween issue. It's a one-shot for Halloween. Batman number 2, folks. It is here. We've got quite a few copies available. I was kind of afraid that I had not ordered enough. Turns out I'd forgotten a whole 50 copies. 50 copies that I forgot to put up. So yeah, we've got lots of covers. Number 2, the main cover from Phil Jimenez, and then we've got the Jim Lee cover. I believe it's also a Jimenez cover. Oh, we don't have the barcodes on these, do we? We're missing a lot of barcodes. This is the not a homage, but like we did Batman on the cover, so now we've got and then so now we've got Robin. This is Tim Drake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not Damian.
No.
Yeah, it's Tim Drake. And then I don't know.
125.
Really? Is it?
Yes.
Yeah, David Aya, who also did the 150 for issue number 1. So anyways, Robin cover. So we've got a couple of covers available for Batman number 2. So as we are on the road for DCKO, we have this first one-shot here, the Justice League Omega Act Special is a one-shot. It is a direct tie-in between the Flash run ending from Cy Spurrier, moving on to Mark Waid instead. So, and there's also a tie-in, obviously, for Justice League. So we've got a couple of copies here. I assume it's Mark. No, it's Joshua Williamson's writing this. So it's also a Superman tie-in. Yeah. So we've got this cover, and this cover is also, she's one of the Injustice characters from the Absolute Injustice, or Justice League, I don't know.
Absolute.
Kyung Yum cover, a couple of copies of that available here.
That's coming out next week, by the way. KO.
KO's next week?
Yeah. Yes.
I already ordered KO?
Yes.
I don't remember, folks. I'm so sorry. Absolute Evil, folks, I screwed up on this. This was a week that I made lots of mistakes, to be honest. Absolute Evil is a one-shot, but I did not realize... I thought this was like a Forever Evil type one-shot. I didn't realize this Absolute Evil is an Absolute Universe title, so I really screwed up for a lot of people, and I'm really sorry, but we have some extra copies, but I have ordered more, so don't fret. I am sure this is going to go to second print, but it's an Absolute Evil one-shot. We've got a couple of copies of the main here. The Rosmo cover with Bane and all the villains, and then the foil variant of that. I've ordered more of the both Rosmo covers and 20 extra copies of the main. I'm sure I'm going to get them in a week and a half. Well, 2 weeks, honestly. Next issue, episode of Superman, 12 issue. We've got a bunch of main covers, and yeah, this no barcodes whatsoever.
There's supposed to be some on it.
Okay, Matea Dius cover. I don't know. It's a cool cover. I don't remember why I specifically ordered this cover anyways. And then Absolute Green Lantern. This week, we actually have quite a few extra copies. Where we usually have like 1 or 2, I have quite a few extra copies of Absolute Green Lantern number 7. I'm really happy about that. Is it?
There's a first appearance in it.
Okay, cool. Blue Falcon, this is 100% sold. 100% sold.
It was in the box.
Yes, well, it was in the box for Universal. Yes, that's why. We don't have that. This is a restock. Scores, print, main covers. I had to reorder extras, so this is back in stock. Also don't have barcodes. We're going to do so many barcodes later. It's going to be so much fun. Exquisite Corpse, number 2 and number 3 second printing, as well as the third, number 3 second printing polybag variant, which has another polybag card inside of it. Of the not Energon universe, this is definitely the regular Real American Hero universe. It's a one-shot. It's Cold Slither, the greatest rock band of all time. It's Tim Seeley who's writing this one-shot. It's got the main cover. We've got this homage cover that's available here. And then I think this is the 110. I ordered 25 copies of it. Yeah, so we sold a 125 and a 110, so we've got one 110 left. Yeah, but anyways, this is a one-shot for a Cold Slither. Awesome little book. It's finally back from Jason Fabok. We've got Rook Exodus Series 2. No, issue number 7 of the second story arc. And we've got quite a lot of copies. Honestly, we went really heavy on Rook Exodus because we had to do third printing and fourth printings in number 1. So number 7, I'm ordering because I know for 6 issues we're gonna have a lot of copies sold. The only thing that frustrates me is that the hardcover for volume 1 comes out at the end of October. So you've got issue 7. The trade paperback's available now, but the hardcover comes in the month. So that's what bothers me. Anyways, main cover here. We're back to doing the portrait variants of all the new characters being introduced. And Jason Fabok has already done a full set of connecting covers. It is one huge set of connecting covers for every single issue. The panoramic already exists. So we ordered heavy on those connecting covers for people who want to collect them. So issue 7, the first of 6 covers for the second arc. Spawn, Scorch 44. Oh, this was a damage. This is it's also for a customer. We had damages. Something's killing the Trillium 44.
Finally.
Okay. This sold also really well, folks. I'm really sorry. It's Street Fighter and Friends swimsuit special. We've got the main cover, we've got the variant, and the 1/5 cover. Yeah, 1 and 5. I don't have a price for this yet. But yeah, it's sold. Like 3 people have pre-ordered this. So I'm like, all right, cool. This will clearly sell. So swimsuit special. If you enjoyed the Marvel swimsuit edition, this is the Udon edition of Darkstalkers and Street Fighter. And then the last comic book we have is the second printing of number 1 of Black Cat. Is the Terry Dodson cover. There was the foil cover. Oh no, there's another book here.
Damn.
All right.
That one.
So Black Cat number 1, the second printing of number 1, and then we've got Wolverine Deadpool, the final issue, 10th issue by Benjamin Percy. So sad that this series ended because we still have lots of copies of number 1. In graphic novels, a large week, as I mentioned. First up, the next in the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Deluxe Edition, the Darkest Hour Deluxe Edition is in stock. Heavily ordered. Obviously, the Darkest Hour in particular, the single one-shots also were really popular. They actually sold well as single issues. So the agglomeration of these oldie one-shots, Darkest Hour in this Deluxe Edition. The next in the Brave and the Bold series, Demons and Dragons. Reprints of this available. Knights vs. Samurai. This series that honestly had 6, 7, 8 announced and got canceled. We had to refund a bunch of people. I think we did. This is from McFarlane's studio. It was a great $2.99 book, and it just got canceled. The series did really well. I don't know why it just got canceled, but this is the trade paperback. I think it says volume 1, so maybe in the future they'll do issues 6, 7, 8. I don't know.
That's from the actor David Demolition. Yeah.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe that's the reason why I got the delays. Behemoth, I don't know. Behemoth. Oh yeah, I remember the single issue is doing well for this. All 4 issues of Behemoth, the trade paperback. First trade paperback of Hyde Street is available. Restock finally of Dare to the Devil Epic Collection.
Miller.
This run in particular, my understanding is this particular Epic Collection is using the remastered Masterworks inside as the images. So if you want to get those new recolors with much cheaper price point, instead of $95, you get it for $56, I think, maybe $65. I don't know. $68. All right, but anyways, it's still significantly cheaper for that same paperback.
First hand.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I may get that then. Carnage Modern Era Epic Collection. It's Carnage USA. They've done Carnage USA so many times, so it always sells. So in Modern Era Epic Collection format. The next 20th Century Studios trip paperback, it is Predator versus Spider-Man. We've got a
Cheap.
couple of copies here.
It's actually cheap.
It's cheaper than picking up the single issues. It's $20, and the single issues came up to like 24.
Yeah.
Ghost Rider Death Race. I think it's the first Denny sketch.
No,
No,
Nanny Ketchup appeared in number 1.
yeah, okay, so I don't know. I guess I don't know.
It's when he fought his alter ego.
Yeah, all right. I have no idea. Also, agglomeration of different books. We've got the Godzilla versus the Marvel Universe, which was all the one-shots they did. So, versus Thor, versus the X-Men, versus the Avengers, versus the Hulk. Did he fight Fantastic Four? Yeah, it was one of the first issues, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and then
Avengers, X-Men.
Spider-Man. I forgot about that. So all the one-shots of Godzilla, the Toho Universe, original Godzilla versus all the Marvel Universe ones. This is the prequel series to the Godzilla Destroys the Marvel Universe. Hard-Boiled Origins, Spider-Man Noir. This is very old. It's what, 2004, 2005 series of Spider-Man Noir. Yeah, and this is the actually it's multiple little miniseries plus one-shots from Edge of Spider-Verse in one book. The final Al Ewing trade paperback of Immortal Thor is now available. Death of the Immortal Thor. So it's picking up here. And then this is also a restock because we're at volume 11. Lumberjanes, book 1. So Lumberjanes is a series that I'm asked about every so often. And so we don't really stock, but this is the new edition of the books.
Yeah, because it was Oni.
It was Oni?
First
I
of
thought
all,
it was Boom. Always Boom.
I thought it was Oni.
I may be wrong. I don't remember. Anyways, so Lumberjanes is now available as a hardcover. I bought the hardcover and the softcover. There are no pre-orders, but it's still a series that people ask about every so often. So this new edition of the book, the trade paperback format is much cheaper, but it's damaged. So that one's returning, being claimed. So we have the hardcover available now. New edition of Gantz G from Dark Horse. So this is the omnibus size format of probably the 3 first volumes. I would assume science fiction. It doesn't say, or maybe it's just the full series. I don't recall, to be honest, but I know this is a popular anime series. So Gantz G. This is volume 2 of Himegasaki Sakuruka's Hot Mess. Chasing Red. This is a Wattpad studio. Yeah, webtoon. So also in graphic novel format, well, manga size format. Hikarikon volume 3 now in stock. And then finally the Omnis. So X-Men Blue and Gold. Lots of copies of DM. We had very little damages of the DM cover, thank the Lord. The main cover, a couple of copies, like 3 or 4 copies of the main cover were damaged. So we have 2 copies left. And then for Age of Krakoa Volume 1, we are now officially sold out of the main covers. We had a total of 12 copies of the mains were damaged. They're being returned. And then for the DM, we only had a few copies of DM damage. So those are in stock. So they are available. They're selling out fast. Feel free to order them while you can, because that DM is sold out of Penguin Random House for both of these books. So pick them up while you can. But if you're collecting the DM, the main covers to have the connecting cover sets, feel free to pre-order either one. But yeah, the Dawn of X Volume 2 is also has the same X with a Magneto cover here. In the G.I. Joes, I mentioned that we were getting more copies of G.I. Joe Book 2 Destro cover, so now it's in stock. And then finally, G.I. Joe Real American Hero Compendium Book 2. I only have a DM cover here, so I guess the main that was damaged.
Yeah, both.
It sucks. So now we have these in stock. I guess I only have a direct market cover left of the original cover. And then the main is an Andy Kubert cover, if I'm not mistaken. Oh my god. Boxes this month. New boxes. So Venom 250. There's only a single box? I thought I had 2 boxes.
That's it.
All right. Okay. We have quite a few information to go through. First off, it is for October 1st, all the graphic novel solicits are now available, so you can pre-order directly off our website. The links will be down below. You'll also be able to order mangas. They're adding a special for mangas until the end of the year. We're going to give it a shot. Mangas as a comic books, you can be added to your 25% discount if you hit $99 or more. So we're trying that out. The 15% off, 3 for $15 still exists. You can do one or the other. I think the 3 for $15 is going to help more in store versus the 25% off total. So every manga for the new solicitors right now are pre-discounted 25%. And then after FOC, if they're in stock, whatnot, you can take a $100 omnibus and then a $20 manga, you can get 25% off on both. We're going to try that until the end of the year, see if we get more sales, and because it seems there are people out there in Canada who are looking only for mangas and they're willing to spend some money. So we're going to give it a shot, see what happens. The PRH sale is still ongoing until October 30th. So there's a list online of over 1,000 graphic novels from Marvel, DC, Dark Horse, IDW, Tokyo Pop, nothing Kodansha. Tokyo Pop. No, there is Kodansha, there's no 7Cs. Anyways, there's like 7 different publishers that we're doing. It's available. It's 50% off cover price. There's a link in this video for the entire PDF that you can send. Then you send us an email at info@bdcosmos with the name and ISBN so that we can check that it matches, it's actually the right book. Because sometimes there's a different code and there's a different book you meant, and it's just to help us do the right thing. So that's it. So all the different things that are happening. If you're a subscriber to Managed Comics and you're looking for the new December solicits from October, it's now on Managed Comics. Feel free to go and look for your subscriptions and add any of these titles to your subscriptions for the month. As always, if you're looking for any of these books and you have a subscription account, feel free to comment down below in this Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook video, and we'll add them to your polls. Don't have a poll? No problem. All the links are also available. So many links this week. So you'll be able to buy them anything straight to shipped, poll boxes, or ship boxes. And as for shipping, for Canada Post, it's strike. We're using UPS. It's costing me about 25% more. We're going to do it for the time being, and we'll see as it does. 99% of the customers are fine. There are certain customers that cannot be reached with Canada Post, UPS. They're using third parties, their last mile instead of Canada Post, so it's costing a fortune. We're not using you. I'm very sorry about that. We're just going to hold off until the end of the strike. And if you're a letter mail order, you wanted stamps. There's no stamps. There's no Canada Post, so we can't ship any of your letter mail orders until the end of the strike. Questions, comments, feel free to email us, info@bdcosmos, or reach out to us on our social media pages such as Instagram or Facebook, where now we have added another mod to our Discord server. So feel free to reach out to us or our Discord as well. Link to the Discord server is on the BD Cosmos. There's a Discord invite login right there. And that's it for me. We'll be back next week for another freight worth of comic books, graphic novels, and mangas at the store. Thanks so much. Bye for now.